So I came to put the soft top on my Lotus Elise the other day, and it broke. And apparently it's a very common problem. I find out a lot of these things that break are common problems after they happen. So apparently this here is a very weak point on the tension mechanism. So that snapped off, and even though this piece unscrews completely here, that came off there, you can't buy that piece separately. So you have to buy the whole new assembly, which I got from monkeywrenchracing.com. It cost 99 bucks plus $16 shipping. It's actually cheaper in the UK. It would have saved me $20 if I'd ordered it from the UK, but it would have taken a month or so to get here. So I spent the extra 20 bucks and I've got the part, which they say is very much an uprated part. So you can see the cable is actually crimped in, and there is no weak point where it was pivoting before where it would break. So hopefully this will be a one and done. Probably just in time for the other one to break. I only bought one of these for the moment. That is my darling wife making something.
Eggplant with ginger and soy sauce.
Eggplant with ginger and soy sauce. So, and something or other.
Mirren.
And who?
Mirren.
Mirren. Helen Mirren. So, all we have to do is unbolt here, pull this thing out, and I'm wondering if I attach something to this when I pull it out so it'll be easier to thread the other one through, but I think the other one should go through if I push it through from this end fairly easily. So this takes a 2.5 millimeter Allen, and we'll just unscrew those. I'm not going to show you that, and I'll be back in a minute. This is my assistant, Natasha, who ate a rat this morning.
A dead rat.
A dead rat that we were worried had been poisoned. So we ended up in the emergency room this morning, didn't we, sweetie? So she's been burping rat all day. All's well that ends well. I think she's going to be fine. Anyway, back to the soft top. And you will actually notice that this soft top is red. This is not the original soft top because a mouse chewed through one corner of it a few years ago, and I had it rebuilt by, it was a boat upholsterer. He did a really good job. And I suppose given that the mouse chewed a hole in that, and that Madam here ate a rat this morning, is karma. It's like 10 years later, but the mice got what was coming to them. So rather than proving that these aftermarket cables go through the channel in the roof more easily than the OEM ones, I just decided that discretion being the better part of valor and all that, I actually electrical taped the old one to the new one, and hopefully when I pull the old one out, it'll pull the new one through. Okay, plan B. That didn't work because apparently when they remade the top, they made the channel around the cable, and the original cable will not pull through it. It won't pull through it from this end, but it probably would from the other end. So I'm going to try taping the other ends together and see if it'll pull it through from that end. Why are these things never as easy as you think they're going to be? Right, plan B didn't work, so we're on to plan C. It appears that this channel they made is a little tight, and there was some rubber heat shrink tubing on this part, so I've taken that off and hopefully it'll get through. It seems where it's folded over at the end here is a little tight. So I'm going to try and pull this out, but God knows how I'm going to get the next one in. I may actually have to unpick some of the stitching. which I was not planning on doing. I'm not planning on doing any sewing on this today, but I may have to. Right, plan C. Pulling it in from the other end didn't work. Was it plan C we were on, or am I on plan D? I'm now on plan D. So plan D should work, in theory. I was able to pull the old cable out by taking off the rubber tubing and pulled this piece out through the channel. It just about fit. The new one will not fit with that one on, so I've taken the adjuster out. Should be able to feed this bit through, and then we'll be in business. I've just got to remember to do it the same way round, because apparently, actually no, I want to do it the other way around, because for the US market this is in back to front, and when you take off the driver side first, the adjuster rubs on the rubber. So I'm going to put it in back to front, starting at this end, so that the adjuster will be at the other end. Stay tuned. This is plan D, right? D. E? D. Plan D. The dog's been no help at all. Well, whichever plan that was, it nearly worked. So it's just about all the way in, but it's got snagged at this end because the cloth is folded over, so it's catching on there. But I have a cunning plan. This is my cunning plan. I'm going to screw this adjuster in so I can then just pull it out with that magic. So there it is, screwed in, and so now I can just pull it through, and it worked. Magic. And now this will attach here like that. It's got that little step on it so it sits flush. We do the same thing at the other end, making sure it's the right way around. And then this end has the adjuster on, and this one won't adjust in the same way as the other one, the original one would, because the cable actually rotated. So this one I'll have to adjust it, try it on the car, and then unscrew it here, adjust here, and then just do trial and error. But I do believe we have a fix, and I can now drive my Lotus Elise again in the hot summer sun. This is good. So here we are, all fixed, nicely done. This end will need adjusting. Unfortunately, I can't try this on the car because the garage is being restored and the car is living at a friend's house at the moment. So stay tuned till tomorrow, and we will try this out tomorrow and see how it works. So here you have it. There is the red roof on my blue Lotus. It actually fit pretty well. This is the one I replaced. Maybe it could go a little tighter, but I'm going to leave it as is at the moment because it was pretty tight to put closed. Didn't change this one. As you can see, there's quite a gap between the front of the roof and the windshield, but it's really just to keep the cool air in when I'm running the AC. So that's what the red roof looks like on my blue Lotus Elise. Glad to get this back together, and now I can drive it in the sun. And while we're here, we can see my British Chinese scooter. There's the M Coupe, and underneath here is my fake Porsche. Actually, I think I'm gonna, there you go. It's my Beck 550 Spyder. It's actually registered as a 1955 Beck Spyder, which is kind of nice because it means the registration fees are low and it's insured with Haggerty, so insurance costs me next to nothing. In fact, I think what I'm going to do is move the Porsche to where the Lotus is because there's more room on this side of the garage. That way, if I want to take the Lotus, I can just drop the M coupe in here.